A big topic in a toddler's life is potty training. Potty training is a big step for the children and the parents alike. What is the secret to success? Well, two factors: getting the timing right and having a lot of patience. So when is it the right time to potty train a child? Well, the success of potty training depends on a child's physical and emotional readiness, not any specific magic age. Most children show interest in potty training around the age of 2 years, but others may not be ready until 2.5 or even 3. And there's no rush. If you start it too early, it may take longer to train the child and even create a negative relationship between parents and child. So when might your child be ready for potty training? Let's look at a couple of signs that suggest that your child is ready. So first of all, if your child seems interested in the toilet, in the potty chair, or interested in wearing underwear, this might be a good signal to go ahead and start potty training. Secondly, it makes sense that your child should be able to follow basic directions before you start the potty training process. Thirdly, your child may start telling you through words or gestures or facial expressions that they are ready to go to the toilet, and this may be a good time to take them through formal potty training. If your child is obviously staying dry for 2 hours or more during the day for periods of 2 hours or more, they may be ready to train their bladder. If the child starts complaining about wet nappies or dirty nappies, dirty diapers, this may be an indication that they're ready. Another thing that's useful is for a child to be able to pull down some elasticated pants, pull them back up again, and if they can sit down and rise up from a potty, these will be good factors that will help with the potty training process. So if your child's reached most of these milestones and satisfied most of those criteria, they are probably ready for potty training. If they are not, you might want to wait for a while. There's no rush. If the child opposes potty training, they may be ready in a few months' time. Another factor to consider is any major changes in the child's life. For example, the arrival of a new sibling brings about much uncertainty in the life of the toddler, and that may not be a good time to potty train. Rather wait a few months till things have settled in the family. So once we've decided that our child is ready for potty training, how do we go about doing it? I'm going to talk in very basic principles because this is a very individualized process that every parent has to find their way around. And some basic rules should be in place. The first is that you should start placing a potty or a potty chair in a bathroom or in a room that the child spends a lot of time in so that it's nice and accessible. You can start encouraging the child to sit for short periods of time on the potty. If they are interested, you can even take their nappy or their diaper off and allow them to sit for a few minutes at a time on the potty. And every time they do so, lots of verbal praise is warranted. Even if there's no action such as urination, praise them just for sitting there. You might want to spend some time with the child sitting on the potty by reading them a book or playing with a favorite toy, and that might increase the chances of there actually being the result, a result of passing urine or passing a stool. Stay with your child while they are sitting on the potty, reassure them, and praise them for even trying just to sit there. Whilst potty training, you might start noticing that your child gives off some signals when they are ready to go to the toilet. For example, they may start squirming, they may start squatting or holding onto the genital area. Then respond with rapidity. Take them straight to the potty, take their diaper off, and let them sit down. And praise your child for letting you know that they need to go to the toilet. Most importantly is to maintain consistency of your routine and also maintain consistency with the potty by taking your portable potty along when you're going out to friends or places or visiting family so that they are on a familiar seat. Some children may need incentives. So some children respond well to stickers or star charts or little treats. For others, a visit to the park or an extra bedtime story will be a good incentive for them to sit on the potty. Reinforce the child's effort with verbal praise and then also by making them a little reward. How exciting! You're learning to use the toilet. You're a big child now. Children respond very well to positive reinforcement. After several weeks of successfully sitting down and doing their business on the potty, a child may be ready to have their diapers or nappies taken off during the day and to wear big boy undies or big girl panties. Of course, this will only be during the daytime because nighttime dryness takes a lot of extra time, weeks, months, or even years to achieve. If your child resists potty training or isn't getting the hang of it after a few weeks, rather take a break. They may not be ready. Wait a few months and start the whole process again. Parents need to know that accidents will happen with every single child, and an important factor here is to be patient, calm, and not to get angry with the child. Anger or frustration will only lead to a negative connotation with potty training, making the process take even longer. So be cheerful, happy, positive, with lots of praise for the child during potty training. Once again, your two most important factors: getting the timing right for your particular child and having lots of patience as a loving parent, and the potty training process will take care of itself. A couple of additional tips on potty training. First of all, for boys, it's normally easier to learn micturition in the sitting position, and once they've mastered that, to move on to the standing position, and they may need a little stool on which to stand in front of the toilet in order to be able to reach it. Secondly, the wiping process. Most children will need help with wiping until they're 4 or even 5 years of age. For both little girls, they need to be wiped from front to back, not from back to front. And also for stools, boys and girls will need help with wiping until they feel confident doing it independently, but certainly till the age of 4 or 5 years is quite normal for a child to call for help or ask for help with the wiping process. Lastly, I've mentioned it, but nighttime dryness takes a lot longer than daytime dryness, so certainly be patient. Most children between the ages of 3.5 and 5 will be ready to attempt night times without nappies or diapers.